Hey, it's Brandon again, and I'm here to introduce the April Mikkeller beer mailbox. And you are definitely in for a treat. This is the best beer mailbox I've seen, both in terms of variety and bang for buck. You're in for a real treat. First up, Sundried Saison. It's a farmhouse style ale that Mikkeller's made at Proof. It's not a style of beer that we make very frequently. We're really happy with how it turned out. This beer pairs really well with food. Definitely has that farmhouse Saison kind of funkiness on the nose. It's really nice. It tastes like a great farmhouse ale. There's some funk, some hay to it. It's crisp, it's clean, really nice beer. Next up, Peter Pale and Mary gluten-free. This is a classic Mikkeller Pale Ale, but the gluten-free version. We reduce the gluten to less than 20 parts per million, so it's technically gluten-free. So easy to drink. This is definitely one of my favorite spring and summer beers. Perfect for sitting out in the park in the sun. Just easy to drink, and at only 4.6%, you can have a few of them, no problem. Next up, very special can, straight from War Pigs. The one, the only, Frank the Tank. This is an American Pale Ale. If you haven't had it yet, you're in for a real treat. That is a beautiful beer. So juicy, so smooth. Again, lower ABV, so you can have a few of them if you want. In my opinion, there's very few, if any, breweries in Europe doing better haze than War Pigs, and this is a great example of what they're capable of. Just all around great beer. Next up, we have a very special collab. This is from Mikkeller and Gaffel in Germany, and this is Viking Kolsch. It's a Kolsch lager. If you're not familiar with the style, it's a great lager beer that can only be made in Köln or Cologne. And as a special bonus, you are getting one of the Viking Kolsch glasses, and this glass is really awesome. Oh, it's so good. You get the breadiness of a lager, but it still has hops, clean, easy drinking. Again, if you want something in the sun, you could have 6 of these like in 10 minutes, just down them. It's easy drinking. If it was in a can, I would definitely shotgun it. Very special beer next on the sour side of things. This is Ponton Plum, not just any Ponton Series, though. This is using plums from Oregon fruit. We are the only brewery in Europe using this fruit. It's super high quality fruit. Get a beautiful kind of rose purple color, exactly what you expect from a plum beer. A lot of fruit on the nose. The fruit, the plum just perfectly contrast the sourness of the beer. I would put this up against pretty much any plum fruited sour out there. This is a really, really nice beer, very refined. The next beer we have for you is Kinkin. It is a lager brewed with lemon and lime. And if you're not familiar, Kinkin is a restaurant in Copenhagen, a Michelin-starred restaurant serving modern Thai cuisine. If you get a chance to eat there, do. It's a really nice menu. It's nice. Again, it has the kind of biscuity breadiness of a lager, but you get a little bit of that lemon and lime to brighten it up a bit. This also will pair really well with basically any food. Just if you're having dinner, great beer to go for. We have a pretty special beer for you next. This beer has actually never seen the light of day in Denmark. This is a beer that we brew and release only in Korea, Taegang. This is actually the most popular craft beer in Korea. So you're pretty lucky to be able to get a can. It's a 4.6% pale ale. Exactly what you'd expect. It's light, it's hoppy, slight malt backbone, really nice, and just a really cool can. It's pretty cool to see a beer that you never see in the EU or anywhere outside of Korea. Next up, we have a big stout for you, brewed by our best friends at Lervig in Norway. This is Beer Geek Cocoa Shake. So you have an oatmeal stout brewed with vanilla and cocoa beans, sitting at a pretty 12% alcohol. So careful with this one. That's what you like to see. A ton of cocoa on the nose. I love this beer. It has some bitterness from the cocoa, so it's not overly sweet, but the vanilla and the sweetness of the cocoa work really well together. It's thick with 2 C's. This beer just kicks ass. Last beer I have is another in the Beer Geek series, brewed at Lervig. Beer Geek Vanilla Shake, Imperial Oatmeal Stout, brewed with coffee and vanilla. This is another one of the classic Mikkeller brews. Same as the cocoa shake, just nice, thick, dark, a lot of vanilla. It's perfect. It's not overly sweet, but it has sweetness. Not quite into the pastry stout realm, but just a really great beer. And as an added bonus, we have a Bean Geeks Crunch in the Mailbox little mini bar for you. This is from Bean Geeks, which is our bean to bar chocolate roasting and production facility located in Copenhagen. It's a chocolate bar with roasted malt barley on top for crunch. I love these and could eat probably 20 of this size. So just get ready to order more as soon as you have this because it's wonderful.